Well, Ross, well done. The excellent run continues.
Yeah, through hard work and commitment and a good second half performance. Delighted with the result first and foremost Tuesday night, and like you said, just keep ticking over.
Bit of a different challenge in the sense, of course, you were a goal down at half time.
Yeah, it was, and that's what makes you even more happy, really. You know, we haven't come from behind a lot this season. We haven't conceded first a lot this season. So to do so, and then show the passion and the commitment, and more so the dynamic performance that we've been doing of late for the second half, just showed you what a good team we can be.
What was the message at half time? So just keep calm, keep doing what you've been doing, and it'll come right.
No, it wasn't that. At half time the other day, it was more, let's get back to what we've been doing in the previous games, because we were nowhere near it first half, and when we're off it like that, we can be beaten by anybody. So I think it was a reality check. I think it was probably, on the whole now looking back, it was good for us because we're not as good as we probably thought. But second half proved that we can be as good as anybody in this league, and when we're on it, we can just take games to teams, and that's proved to be the case on Tuesday.
There's never a bad time to score a goal, is there? But you scored very quickly after half time, really, and obviously that turned things.
Fantastic time to score, and within 4 or 5 minutes, the whole game shifted, the whole momentum shifted, and there was only one winner second half. You know, I know Lee's coming at Gloucester, and he's trying to steady the ship, and he was very frustrated. I spoke to him after the game. He was quite complimentary, but I was with them first half. They won't be where they are, but like I said, we weren't good enough first half, but then we were more than better second half and got probably the result we deserved on the whole.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Things haven't got to shift a lot in this league, have they, really? Because Gloucester have been up there the last couple of seasons, all right, COVID hit seasons, but this season they found it they're going tough for it. Yeah,
they have, and listen, I think under James Rowe, he brought the players in he wanted. They were strong for the level, and just like that, he moves to Chesterfield. They're bringing a new manager in, new ideas. Just hasn't quite worked for them yet, but it's not in my interest. That it's I'm all about Kidderminster Harriers and how we improve each game and each week, and how we can get better.
I appreciate the old saying, you're only as good as your last game, your last performance, but you must feel you've got momentum at the moment.
Big time. Big thing in football's confidence. We've got that at the moment, and you don't want to lose it. So we've got to work doubly hard to keep the run going, keep the form going, but more importantly the performances. If we perform well, we've got a good chance of winning. You're not always going to get it through luck sometimes, but at the moment we're getting just rewards.
You can actually park the league now for a couple of weeks, can't you, really, for 2 cup competitions, starting with the trophy this weekend and trip to Hereford.
Yep, can't wait. It's got everything to be a fantastic game of football. 2 teams in form, and a local derby. Lovely pitch. Went there a couple of weeks ago. Pitch is in great nick. Hopefully a good crowd. And 2 teams wanted to progress in the next round.
Yeah, I think if you look at the form table over the last 4 games, you've both won all 4, so it's all set up.
Yeah, it's great. Got a lot of respect for them. They are a team who didn't start the season well, but you can tell now they're starting to click. They're putting a few old experienced pros in the last 6 weeks, and I think that's made a massive difference. So under no illusions, this got to be a tough game, but a game that we can really enjoy and look forward to the occasion.
People I talk to who've watched a bit of Hereford this season say that what they've got this season that perhaps they didn't have last season is pace.
Yeah. Listen, they've got good players, and we watched them against Blythe a couple of weeks ago. I had someone go and watch them against Chester. They're organised, very disciplined. I'd expect nothing less from Josh and Steve's teams. But we've got to worry about ourselves. I want them to worry about us. We're dynamic at the moment. We're quick. We're strong, and at the moment we're flying high.
Much is often made by fans, of course, of derby games. How do you look at them? Is it just another game? They're a team at the same level as you. It's a cup competition. Is it just another match?
You tell me. I think it's always got a little bit more sting, a bit more bite, bragging rights for the fans. They make a little bit more noise. So listen, I was a Wolves fan back in the day, and the Wolves West Brom games were always bigger than anyone else. So we're not quite at that level, but it still means the same for the fans that pay the money. So I think it's always that added bit of kick in there, and I can't wait.
Of course, they had a great run in the trophy last season, went to Wembley. You would like similar this time, no doubt?
I want to win the next game, and this is the next game. So I think there's no point in looking for too far forward. It's a game that I believe we can win. They'll say exactly the same, and that's what we're going to do.
It is a competition, which clubs outside the National League have done well in recent seasons.
Yeah, I think so. I think the last 2 or 3 years, the big clubs have kind of disrespected it. They've probably found it a bit of a nuisance in the way, but not for us. We haven't got a game next Tuesday. We haven't got a league game for 2.5 weeks, so what's there not to go and try and win the game? Like I said before, it's the next game, it's a game we want to win, and we'll do our best to win it.
And squad news, how are you looking ahead of this one?
Really good. I thought the lads that, Keziah Martin come in for Elliot on Tuesday, had a fantastic game, did everything that I expected him to do, still looks fit, having not played for a month. And Elliot comes back now, he's fit. I think the 4G probably had a big decision making for Cheltenham and himself in playing on Tuesday night. And we've also got Joe Folks back in the building, and Ethan Fremantle, he's raring to go, so let's just wait on the next couple of days to see if they're available for Saturday.
A final point, when it comes to your selection for this weekend, do you have any half a mind on the Halifax game coming up the following weekend, or is it all about this Saturday?
It's all about this Saturday. You can easily take your mind off the football game and think too much about next Sunday, and then we'll get slapped. I don't want that. I think you can play your way out of the team very easily if you don't perform this Saturday. And look, it's 8 days away after Hereford, so we've got plenty of time to rest. And what I don't want is to be out of both cup competitions within the space of 9 days. Because all of a sudden you go from highs to lows within 9 days. I don't want that. I said on Tuesday the cup runs can catapult your season, and so far that's proven.